Hello, hello. What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I am here to do a spoiler review for Thor Ragnarok. At the beginning of the movie, when you see Loki pretend to be Odin, I loved it. I loved how he was on Asgard acting like the king. The play he had going on with Matt Damon playing Loki and Sam Neill playing Odin. And then Luke Hemsworth playing Thor. Like, that was hilarious. Thor reveals that it's Loki right from the jump, right from the beginning. Like, that was a big cliffhanger at the end of Thor the Dark World. And I thought this would play out almost the whole plot of the next movie. But here you see that they take care of it right from the beginning. The two of them go off to look for Odin. And Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange showing up. Look, they gave it away in that one international trailer, and I kind of wish I didn't know about it because, yeah, they did have it in the after-credit scene of Doctor Strange, but still, the way that they show up on Earth, and then Loki just gets taken, they go to Bleecker Street, and seeing Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, yeah, his movie was great, and it was great to see him become that master of sorcery, but seeing him at the height of his powers now, he's so powerful, he's so quick, he's so untouchable at this point. Odin dying, essentially like letting himself die, that was one of those emotional scenes where you're like, wow, that just happened. And it happened really early in the movie. This is a character, this is Anthony Hopkins. He's been the father figure in all of the Thor movies. So it did happen quick, and you find out that Hela is his firstborn. So Thor has a sister that we never knew, and that was a surprise. It did kind of just come out of nowhere, but it helped introduce her and shape her to be somebody important, to be somebody that you're like, okay, she does have a right to the throne. And the shot of her breaking Thor's hammer. Hela as a villain I thought was great. Some people are saying that she didn't get enough to do or more to do, and I'm like, well, what more did you want her to do? Not only is she connected to Thor in a sibling way, but they made her a total badass when she comes to Asgard and destroys a whole army by herself. That one flashback of her killing all the Valkyries by herself. She doesn't have an army with her. She later creates like a dead army, but to take over Asgard initially, she's by herself and she's successful and she's doing it. I was a little upset though to see how quick and easily she killed off the Warriors 3. Like, all of them, each and every single one of them. Yeah, the Asian dude, like, at least they gave him some dialogue and he at least lasted a little longer. But the other two, it was just like, F you, you're dead. I don't even think they got to say anything. And Sif wasn't even in the movie. Jamie Alexander, she couldn't do the film. She had her TV show. And it's like, okay, but if she was in this movie, would they have just killed her off as well? I'm not saying that Hela shouldn't have killed off those characters, but they did it in a way that really diminished them as characters. Also, no more Jane, which some people are happy about, Natalie Portman. I guess I could have gone either way. If she was here, cool. If she's not here, that's fine as well. The joke about, yeah, oh yeah, I broke up with her. It was a mutual breaking up. Like, that was funny. They at least acknowledged it. Hulk on that planet as a warrior, a fighter, and the fact that he did recognize Thor. You see after the fight that they're talking and he fully acknowledges who Thor is and the Avengers and whatnot, but he gets sucked into the fame and like everyone's chanting his name. He's been doing this for years now. He's like a celebrity, and he just gets roped up into it, and the fight that they have is great. Hulk has been Hulk for 2 straight years, and he's able to have a conversation, put stuff together and figure stuff out, and him and Thor going back and forth, like, that was hilarious. It was. But then the moment when they get on that jet and he sees the message of Black Widow from Age of Ultron, and that's what brings Bruce Banner back, that was actually emotional. That was actually something that got me a little bit. I was like, oh, that's nice. Even though the movie does not hold back on every chance they get of Thor almost poking fun at what Black Widow used to say to him to try to calm him down. The sun's getting real low. He said that so many times to try to calm the Hulk down, and that just made me laugh. Loki can't be trusted. I like the fact that this movie, probably more so than anything else, did play Loki as more of a hero, as somebody who did fight with Thor and on his side, but they had to show you that he is still out for himself. Yeah, he's becoming a good guy in a sense, but he did still try to turn on Thor. He did still try to do something that he thought would have been on his best interest, and I like that. They kept those personality traits of Loki. Stan Lee was the one who cut Thor's hair. That was funny. It's one of the better cameos with Stan Lee because he actually did something in the movie that was a plot point, but also it's like, it's Stan Lee. He damn near practically created Thor. If you have to cut Thor's hair, which is something that I'm still getting used to, Stan Lee is the one to do it. Also, Thor not only loses his hair, but he loses an eye. Definitely not something I expected. Hela just cuts his eye off, and he now has the eye patch. Surtur being the one that got released, because the beginning fight with him and Thor was great. And I wasn't sure. I'm like, are they going to bring him back? What's going to happen here? And then the fact that Hela was too powerful. Again, people saying she wasn't a great villain. Like, she was too damn powerful and unstoppable that Thor was so desperate. He brought Surtur back to let him destroy Asgard. They evacuated and had everybody on the plane, the civilians or the Asgardians, and they got them out of there. And he let Surtur destroy Asgard. He let him bring Ragnarok, the end of days, to his realm. And that was the only way to stop Hela, was to get rid of what she wanted to rule. And it looked like she could have died there, but I'm not so sure. I think we will see her back. In the after credits scene, you get Loki and Thor on the ship with the survivors, Hulk and everybody. And then the huge, twice, 3 times the size ship shows up. And it looks like it's Thanos' ship. So is that the beginning of Avengers Infinity War? Is Thanos just going to show up and kill everybody? And Thor just winds up on the ship of Guardians of the Galaxy? I saw that Infinity War teaser. I saw how it began. But how do we get there? It would suck if they just kill everyone after all that. I appreciate all of this fun, all of this greatness, because you know it's going to get dark. You know the next Avengers movie is going to get so dark and so sad. So we had to have a little fun this time. Let me know in the comments below, what did you think of Thor Ragnarok? Spoiler time here. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!